Peace and love, peace family, peace beloved, peace to the gods, peace to the gods and earth. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back to your SHU Comedic Yoga Instructional Flow with Ness. Today's another beautiful day. We are in the sanctuary, the beautiful sanctuary. It's ironic because although this is a sanctuary, we are nurturing the main sanctuary, which is our breath, which is our body, which is our spirit, which is our mind. So thank you for returning back to your sanctuary, and I hope that this practice brings you further into balance and alignment of your own sanctuary, of your own peace, of your own divinity, and your own creative power. Today's flow is going to be a bit of a cooker, but it's also going to be relatively melodic to allow us to feel the benefits of having a slower, more tranquil, more melodic practice. A lot of what I've noticed from my own practice and my own yogic journey is that with the slower practice, this allows me to really come outside of my body and remain as the observer. And this ability to observe, this power of observation, for myself, I believe it allows me to digest and receive the entire benefits from such yoga practice. And during a, more fast-paced and more heat-building sequencing yang, if you wish, one may feel the physical benefits that will bring them into their internal body when I move in a more slower pace, not necessarily a yin practice, but more melodic, more slow, more relying on my connective tissues. That brings me to an internal space, and then I am able to feel the empowerment from the outer body, from the physical movements that is occurring. Yoga, like any other exercise, it is to promote physical health and muscle development, but that is not the prime and most prominent aspect of yoga. Yoga is to uplift the consciousness, and simply by bringing spirit, bringing ourselves closer to one another. And this is a cultivation through the nervous system, through the digestive system, the emotional system, and the physical system. So yoga is really a practice that speaks to all developments and core areas that make up our physical, our astral, and our inner body. So that being said, I hope you are having a beautiful day. And let's get into this flow. Let's begin on our shins, on our hands or knees in our tabletop pose. From there, you can bring your knees hips distance apart, have your toenails pressing into the earth. I want you to walk your hands back, your right hand towards your right knee, vice versa with your left hand, and sit on top of your shins, press into the earth with all 10 toes and your shins on tops of your kneecaps. Come into this thoracic posture. This is also a posture you'll find in Kemet in the tombs and ancient burial sites that the deities resided in. And this is a posture of royalty, of heritage, and a posture that speaks to a moment of ease and or bringing it into meditation. From here, I want you to forward fold. Allow your chest to fall over your thighs. Allow your thighs to meet your chest and just get heavy here. Maybe wrap your shoulders around, your scapula wraps around. You can leave your palms facing up, or maybe you're just cradling in your knees like I am right now in this deep compression. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale deeply through your nose. Inhale through your nose. Pull your collarbone forward. Pull your hips back. Exhale through your nose. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Plant your right palm, plant your left palm. Press yourselves up to stack back on top of your heels. Very great. Enter a few different variations of camel. It's going to rotate just slightly. And our first variation is going to be a relatively simple variation. Just stack yourselves on top of your knees, press into your knees, press into your shin bones into the earth, and just get long and feel your shoulders stack on top of your sitting bones stack on top of your hips, and your hips underneath your sitting bones that are directly aligned with your knee joints. And from here, I just want you to work on bringing your inner thighs together and feel almost your groin like turn up and towards you, as if you were able to push down and pull your hips up in towards your belly button, in towards your diaphragm. You're going to feel your navel draw in and your lower back get long, and this is going to protect our lower lumbar spine, and this is what we need when we're in our camel pose. From here, so I want you just to slowly start to roll back. Maybe you grab onto your knees, the backs of your knees, or maybe your thighs. Now, better yet, we'll inhale, swing our arms above our crown. Allow your biceps to frame your ears. Exhale into ka, and tuck all 4 fingers except your thumb. Allow your thumb to go out long, like you're giving a thumbs up, but your thumbs are pointing towards your ears, right? From here, bring your thumbs to the back of your lower lumbar, but this is really your sacrum, the back of your sacrum. And now your thumbs are tucked in the back of the sacrum. Maybe now we open all 4 fingers and grab to the front of our hips, and just feel how your body is feeling when you're leaning back, but you're also stacking yourselves on top of one another. Feel the elongation happening in the lower body, but don't worry so much about crunching the lower body. You want to lift through the lower body and get long. We're going to hold this for 1, for 2. Bring your shoulder blades to touch, to connect, and 3. Stay with the next exhale. Inhale. Exhale, come back up, draw your lower belly in, lift through the chest plug. Great work. You can sit back onto your heels for a moment of rest. Inhale, press back up on top of your shins, slide your biceps to frame your ears. And now we're going to do a few rotations of ka. Exhale, bend your elbows out wide, 90 degrees. Pull that lower belly in to meet the spine. Allow the spine to get long. Don't crunch it, just let it get long. Exhale, slide your palms above your crown, biceps bring into your ears. Exhale, bring your arms out wide, lift through the chest. Ka represents the spirit body. Inhale, raise your arms above your crown once again. Allow your biceps to be drawn in. Exhale, the spiritual body, the astral body. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart space and allow yourself to sit back down. Maybe you enter child's pose for this variation, separating your knees out wide, big toes connect. Maybe you're dropping in between your biceps and reaching out long. Or maybe you're just allowing your head to fall gently in between your biceps and forearms. Feel your lower back get loose, get long, create more space. Maybe you're noticing that you can sink into your hips a little bit more here. Inhale, roll yourselves back up to stack on top of your shins and top of your feet. Bring yourself back into an alignment. Stack on top of your shins. Raise your sitting bones off of your heels. Draw your sitting bones in towards each other and energetically pull them up through your groin, through your perineum, through your middle body. Inhale, extend your arms out long. Lovely. Now we're going to single arm variation. Extend through the right arm, traveling towards Mother Newt. Left arm dropping towards Father Gip. Grab onto that left heel and just
allow your heart to reach up, but also back. Maybe you can reach and see past your right fingertips, pressing through the left sole and the left hand to stay long to the left side body. Exhale, let your right hand guide you to drop down towards the ground. Allow your left hand to swing towards Mother New. This little twist here. Exhale, drop your left palm down. When your left palm reaches down, we're going to inhale, swing both arms above our crown, biceps firmly against our ears. Exhale, let your right hand connect with the sole of the right foot. Push into the right foot and push into the right hand. Counteract these both pushing energies to help you get long. Reach back, look back, and expand. Lifting through your heart space. Maybe you're feeling your ribs expand. Inhale. Exhale, allow your left hand to guide you back down. Now your right hand's going to circle and follow the guidance of the left hand here. Drop your left palm and your right palm down. Now this time, tuck all 10 toes and press or send your sitting bones back. Maybe you want to separate your knee just a little bit more to get into your sitting bones just more. And maybe arch your spine so your chest starts to lift, your belly starts to protrude out, and your bum starts to drop towards your heels. You're gripping with all 10 fingers, and your palm is energetically pulling the energy from the earth towards your biceps. And those are going to be sinking into your collarbones and your shoulder blades. Lovely. Untuck the toes this time. Plant the right shin down and the left shin down. This time press through the tops of the shin. Maybe round your spine a little bit before we go into this next variation. Press to the tops of the shin. Roll your spine up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, allow your hands now to guide you. This time it's coming to a cross. With our arms and our cross left is stacking on top of right, or vice versa. Whichever floats your boat, keep that afloat. Inhale deeply and hold this inhale as you slowly start to drop and ease your weight back. Protect yourselves by pressing into the knees, pressing into the shins. Exhale, slide yourselves back up. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Reaching back and reaching long. Exhale. Inhale. Hold your inhale as you pull down. You're not really pulling down, you're allowing yourself to get heavy on the back body, but extending through the front body. Exhale, come back up. Undo your cross, maybe enter into kata, lift and open up that chest, engage through your back and your lat muscles. And we close it off, stacking, sitting our hips back onto our heels and the soles of our feet. Maybe we reach forward with our palms, getting into our lower body. Remember, you can tuck your 10 toes here if you want, or just allow your head to drop in between your forearms and or biceps. I was just playing with my cat, and Oliver here is on my mat right now. Just like gold and silver here. It looks really nice against the black body mat. Lovely. Let's enter back in our stack pose, our stack position. You can slide your palms first towards your knees and then allow yourself to curl up and curl vertebrae by lifting your seat off of the soles of your feet. And now we're going to a counterbalance variation. So we're going to inhale, swing our biceps against the ears. The game is the same, remain it. It's going to remain the same. Exhale, allow your arms to be eye level and shoulder level. Allow them to be shoulder level apart as well. Maybe you can be able to like squeeze your chest in towards each other, like you're doing a chest fly. Pressing your palms forward, pressing into your shins. You're going to slide and maybe start to pull, lean back. See, you can go a little further than the time before. Exhale, come back to straight. Ensuring that we're protecting our lower back by engaging our core. Remember, we're pulling our sitting bones from the sides in towards each other through the perineum, and then we're pulling that up through our front body to engage and start to feel our abdominal walls turn on. Maybe you can put your hands on your belly to feel your core engage as you slowly start to roll back down. Feel it get long, feel it start to trim down. Exhale, come back up. And we got one more round. You're doing great, beloved. Pull those inner thighs together, protect that lower back. Reach forward, or if you want to use and work on the abdominal connection, put your hands on your stomach. Hold, 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 pull back up. You did it. Tuck all 10 toes. Plant your right, plant your left palm. Face the front edge of the mat completely. I think I'm just saying that to myself. You probably are already doing so. Good work. Send your sitting bones back into your hip sockets. Press to your palms. Open your knees as wide or maybe a little bit closer together than the mat. Lift the chest up. Sink your bum down towards your heels. Allow your biceps to turn forward. Allow your forearms to get long and get strong through your palms. Pull that energy up and towards the body. Exhale, round that spine. Come into these cat-cow variations. Lifting the chest, dropping the belly, pressing the bum towards the seal. And we round. Last one. We lift. Maybe look at your nose. Maybe look at the top edge of your mat. And we round. Great work. From here, beloved, we're going to like a camel malasana variation. So make sure you have enough room at the back edge of your mat. Maybe come to the middle, tuck all 10 toes here. Maybe manually adjust so that your pinky is also tucked on both sides of your feet. And from here, you can also incorporate blocks by stacking them to the sides or use your fingertips. And from here, the same variations that we just took with the concept of us falling back, but engaging through our core. We're gonna do the same thing. This time, instead of completely falling back, we're gonna use that momentum to lift our shins and our knees to rotate into a malasana variation. So if you wanna take a look, you're gonna sit back the same way you just did, right? But instead of coming up, we're staying low, and we're gonna rotate using that momentum with our core to pull our heels back, enter this very compressed, tight malasana variation. You can roll back down by lifting your heels, coming to the ball edges of your toes and dropping your knees. Now from here, beloved, stack your hands on top of your heels and enter into a complete camel pose. Lifting your chest up and away. Engaging your core and abdominal muscles to protect that lower back. Allow your head to get heavy, but don't let it sink to crunch your neck. Just let it get heavy. If you feel like your breath is being restricted, you're dropping your head too low. Exhale, drop your bum towards the soles of your feet. Maybe bring your hands to your heart space and see if you can rotate. Pick those heels up if you fall. Good work. This is a great prep for crow, by the way, too. Slide your heels down to the earth. Lift the heels, come to the ball edge of your feet. Now bring your knees to connect and join towards Father Gep. Grab onto your heels. Roll your chin up. Roll your vertebrae up, vertebrae by vertebrae. And open up. Exhale, close it off. Our last round, protect the lower back by engaging the core. Press the bum back. Maybe swing your arms. Use your arms as pendulums and able to shift you back and forth. Find the ease in the chaos. Find the ease in the chaos. Drop your knees and shin in your last camel variation. Grab onto whatever's comfortable. Shins, ankles, thighs, maybe your bum, maybe your sacrum. Whatever floats your boat. Maybe you're doing a single arm variation. Looking past. Exhale, just give yourself a little rotation to drop. If you did the single arm variation, repeat on the other side. Lovely. Enter a tabletop position. Beloved.
From tabletop, untuck your toes, and that must feel outstanding. Tap your feet gently towards the earth. Give yourself a little tap. Release the tension on the tops of our feet. From here, let's connect our knees, chest, and chin towards the ground. You get there however is comfortable and however feels stable for you. Get long, slide your belly, your pubic bone down towards the ground. End up flat on the earth. Maybe untuck your chin, allow your head to just connect with the earth. Allow your hands to just fall by your wayside. Maybe move side to side gently. Enter a long Sphinx pose. So stack yourselves in your Sphinx position, your Sanskrit Sphinx position. So your elbows are at 90 degrees and your shoulders are on top of your elbows. And from here, we're just gonna take light variations of Sphinx pose, and we're gonna extend the right arm by pressing into the right hand, and our right toes, our right toenails are pressing into the earth. And we're just gonna look past our right shoulder and see if you can spin the inside of that right foot down and lift the outside of that right hip up, and feel the length happening beginning from your shoulder, traveling down your ribs into your almost like sciatic nerve, and then the outside of your calf, continuing down to your right pinky. Feel this lengthening happening, but this lengthening is creating room for our breath and space. Exhale, let your right big toe connect back down. Let your right heel spin up. Drop your right forearm down. Right forearm is going to stay connected. Left forearm is reaching, lifting off of the ground. The left big toe is coming off of the ground as well. And our left foot is pointing to the long edge on the left side, looking past our left shoulder. You'll feel this traveling down your left shoulder all the way down to your left pinky toe. If you want a little bit more, you can extend that left arm a little bit longer. Give you some more room to turn. Lovely. Drop down. Both hips are pointing towards the earth. Exhale, allow your chest to get heavy. We're gonna enter 2 rounds of locust pose. So locust is like a long lat pull. So you're gonna pull your elbows back towards each other, rolling your scalp to the back body. Lift your thighs, press to your pubic bone to lift your calves and your thighs off of the ground. Look up for 4, for 3, 2, and I get to 1. Frame your body with your hands. 1. Allow your chest, your chin to connect with the earth. Let me wiggle from side to side. Let's repeat the same thing again. So we're reaching up to enter our locust pose, and as we reach up, start to engage the back body. Press with your pubic bone to lift your thighs. Maybe you're getting higher than you did the last round. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop both palms down towards the ground. Lovely. Tuck your toes. Let's walk your chest up further in alignment with your hands. Untuck the toes. Enter your wajjet, or upward facing dog. Exhale, pyramid pose. Let's work now. From here, you can extend the right leg back behind you. Take an open hip circle. You can switch that circle. Close it off, look forward, step onto the outside of your right hand. From here, keep that left foot lifted, the left knee lifted. Come onto your fingertips here. And what I want you to work on is really dropping the outside of that right knee out by lifting the right big toe up at the ground. Two more. Last one. We lift the right big toe, roll to the outer edge of the pinky on the right foot. Let the right hip get heavy, sink down a little bit more, sink down a little bit more, a little bit more. Close it off. Great work. When you close it off, immediately straighten out the right and the left leg if the left leg was bent for some reason. Exhale, bend back into the right knee, drop the left palm, drop the right palm, straighten it out again by pressing into your hip socket, press into your hamstrings. Use that big toe on the left to keep the left heel high and up, and use the big toe on the right foot to get long on the calf. Exhale, bend back in. We got one more variation of that, beloved. Extend, press into the big right toe, press into the pinky of the big right toe as well. Get into that hip socket, get into the hamstring, the belly of the hamstring. Exhale, drop your right palm down. Look at those left big toes. Bring your right knee towards your chest. Extend it back for momentarily to bring it forward. Roll to the top of your big left toe. Step your right foot down. Lovely. From here, we're going to work that bent position to that straight position. You can tent all 10 fingers as well. Bend your right knee to straighten out that right knee. Lovely. Bend it back in. This time what we're going to do is plant the left palm. Rotate that right hand towards Mother New, towards the sky above us, and drop the right palm adjacent on top of the left leg. Your left toes could be pointing to the left edge of the mat or pointing towards the back depending on your ankle flexibility. Exhale, close it off. Frame the right foot, straighten the right leg now. Wow. Bend the right knee. These are different components. Try not to make it all one. Inhale, we roll open. Exhale, we drop the right hand on top of the left leg. Give yourself a nice reach. Press the left palm. Reach back through the right body, right side body, lengthen to the left. Close it off. Length and straighten out both legs. Keep the left heel raising high. Last one. Bend, drop, sink. We rotate. Inhale. Exhale, we drop it open. Stay here for a little bit. See if you can pick that left hip up a little bit higher. Keep it aligned with your thigh. Pull the right hip in. Close it off. Straighten out both legs to the best of your capacity. Bend into the right knee. Bring the right knee in towards your chest. Enter your three-legged pyramid momentarily. Just quickly step it onto the outside of the left hand. Lovely, beloved. Straighten out through both legs. Keep the left heel lifted. Plant the fingertips on the right hand and left hand. And just create the space that you need to feel comfortable and to feel cultivated. Straighten out through both legs. Bend into that right knee. Now the right knee is going to travel towards the right wrist. That's perfectly fine. Like we're entering pigeon, but we're not entering pigeon. Straighten out that right knee by dropping the right big toe down towards the earth. Pull the belly of the hamstring back and up and towards their right hip socket. Exhale, bend back into the right knee like you're entering pigeon. We're not entering pigeon though. Straighten out the right leg. Lovely. Plant the left palm and the right palm. And now we enter a pigeon variation. You can have your toes tucked on the left leg and just staying up right here. Or let's travel a little further now, family. Travel this far. Why not go a little bit further? Raise your hands above your crown. Interlace all 5 fingers, all 10 fingers, and allow your palm to cascade towards Mother New. Feel the left hip release. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe arching back a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. Plant both palms. Let's go to the other side. Right and left hand plant. Look at your left big toes. Slide yourselves back into a pyramid pose. Slide to your plank in 3. Slide to your plank in 2.
Slide to your plank in 1. Hold your plank for 3. Hold your plank for 2. Hold your plank for 1. On 1, drop your knees. 1. Keep your 10 toes tucked. Slide right back into your pyramid posture. Open up that left hip. Extend the left leg long. Take a few hip circles. Maybe switch your hip circles. Some pops are good. Step forward, frame your front body. Put your left foot to the outside of the left hand. You plant your left hand, plant your right hand to your best of your ability. Come to your fingertips if you need to, beloved. Create some space. Create the space you need to cultivate the energy of joy and peace. From here, keep that right heel lifted. Work on straightening out that left leg into that belly. Get into that meaty muscle of our hamstrings. Expand. From here, bend back into your left knee. And now we allow the left knee to drop open towards the left side of our mat. Keep that right knee lifted. Close it off and straighten it out. Inhale, bend back into it. Exhale, allow it to open up. Peel open, peel that chest open. Close it off. Dig into that right big toe and left big toe. The right big toe is going to help us on our back body by keeping us long. And the left big toe is helping with our stability and us getting into that belly area of our hammy. And now let your left knee drop out wide. So good, so strong. Bring it in. Left hand plants, right hand plants. Look in your right foot. Bring your left knee to your body and step it forward. However you can get there. Come to the top of your right big toe. Step it forward. Don't drop that knee. Keep that knee lifted, right? From here, you can straighten out that left leg momentarily just to find your positioning and bend back in. Inhale, we rotate, open with the left hand. Look at your left palm. Drop over, reaching back with our left hand. Now we're on the outer edge of our right foot, outer edge of our left foot. Keep it in, frame the front foot with both hands. Straighten out both legs where the left hand meets. And we straighten. Maybe you need to walk in with that right foot, that's perfectly fine. Make the practice uniquely yours. Because you are divinely you. Bend back into the left knee. Reach up with the left palm. Reach, pull. As your left palm reaches back, imagine that your left hip is following the top of your elbow to open up into this lunge twist. And we drop that left hand over that right thigh. Maybe your right foot's pointing to the right edge or the back of your mat, depending on your ankle flexibility. Close it off. Plant your left hand and then you straighten it. Inhale. Exhale, bend back into the left knee. Rotate open for our last one. Drop down. This time, pick your hips up so it's in line with that left thigh. Pull the left thigh in towards its socket. Reach back with the right toes for 3, for 2, 1. Close it off. Bend your left knee. Straighten it momentarily. Bend back into it. Look at your right big toes. Send the left foot to the outside of the right palm. However it gets there, that's perfectly you. And like we're entering pigeon pose, we're gonna get there, but not right now. Plant your fingertips on the right and left hand. Right big toes are digging to the earth, left big toes are connected with the earth. And now we allow the left big toe to peel off the ground as if we're dropping into pigeon pose on the left side, but we're not, right? We're just letting our hips get even heavier. Allow your glutes to work and turn up. Drop the left big toe down towards the earth. Straighten out both thighs, both legs. Maybe you could take a couple walks in because you are creating so much space right now. Drop open with the left knee. Work on that compression. Using our inner thighs for our balance and our rotational purposes for this sequence. Let the left knee drop open. We're almost at pigeon. We're not there yet though. Lift it back and straighten out both legs. Inhale deeply. Deeply. Hold. Exhale. Enter our magnificent pigeon. You can keep it active or you could just chill out and relax. If you want to reach up with us, reach up. Interlace your fingertips. Flip your palms to go towards Mother Newt. Inhale. And reach back a little bit more. Allow that right hip to release. Exhale, close it off. Plant both palms down. Slide yourselves back into a pyramid pose. However you get there, that's perfectly fine. Take 3 seconds to get into your plank. 1. And this is all about perspective. Your 3 seconds could have already been done. 2. Take the perspective, the variation that you need, that comes from internal dialogue. Exhale, plank. Drop your knees in 3, 2, 1. Our knees are dropped. Untuck the toes. Untuck them. Just to sit back momentarily. Tuck all 10 toes, slide back into your pyramid pose. From here, I like to call these pyramid circles. It's funny what names we come up for the movements that we may take for our healing. So slide your hands back a little bit more so your dog's a bit shorter, your pyramid's a bit shorter. Lift your heels off of the ground, bend into your knees so your knees are going to spew out wide. So they're going to frame your ribs. And from here, you're just gonna bring your knees in towards your middle body to connect. Don't let them touch the ground. And press back into your pyramid. Let your knees spew out wide. Come into your middle. Pyramid. 3 more rounds. Let your knees go out wide. Come into your pyramid. Go a little faster. Or slower. Last one. Use those inner thighs to keep your knees up and bring them in. Exhale, pyramid pose. Step your left foot halfway, right foot halfway. Come into this forward fold with your knees bent. Get heavy. Sink into that spot. Find the space in between your inhales and your exhales. From here, plant your left hand and your right hand onto the earth. Some blocks here would be great. If you don't have blocks, don't worry about it. Come to the fingertips on the left side. You can remove the right hand completely, or hold on to the right hip with your right hand and slide yourselves into like a warrior, almost a variation of half moon and warrior. Fingertips still connected. Allow yourself to bend the left knee to straighten out the left knee. Lovely. And turn your right foot now. So your right foot's pointing towards the left edge of your mat, and you can feel this compression happening in between your thighs. If you want to plant both fingertips towards the ground, go right ahead. I'm doing so because I need some balance. Reaching back with that right foot. Feel the compression happening on the left outer thigh and inside the right inner thigh. We're gonna hold this for 3. Reach your collarbone forward, reach your sitting bones back. For 2, feel the compression happening on your hips. 1, open up now to like a half moon variation, like you're jumping over a hurdle, over a fence. Bring the right knee over that hurdle and or fence to step down towards the earth. Now we're back where we started. Let's go to the other side though, okay? So our body weight's gonna shift towards the right. Our left foot's gonna extend long. I'm just gonna move forward because I need some more room. Our left leg is gonna shoot back long. Our collarbone's gonna shoot forward. We're just gonna reach that left toe, the left big toe towards the right edge of our mat. And this is gonna just work on the compression of our inner thighs on the left leg and the outer thigh on the right hip. Really squeeze. Really try to pull that foot right over to the opposite side. Counter that squeeze, that compression with the right thigh. Swing it open to almost a half moon variation. Like you're jumping over a hurdle, over a fence, over any obstacles that try to hold us back. Step over, hurdle over. You're doing it. You're doing it. Step it down. Great work, beloved. Now your feet are nice and wide. Grab onto your big toe with your right hand and then your left hand. Come into a flat back pose. Exhale, move forward, fold. We're gonna add on to that variation just with a quick little tree balancing pose. To add more fire, more heat into the sequence. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, we fold. Halfway lift up. Exhale, we forward fold. Let your head get heavy. Use your abdominals, muscles to pull you in. Plant your fingertips on the left. Let's go. Maybe step that left foot up a little bit more. Left fingertips plant. Right fingertips plant only if you need them. Close the hip off. And then we open it to the opposite side. Kick that right foot towards the left. Left hip squeeze in. Right hip. Elder hip on the right side is squeezing in. Pull everything in through your perineum, through your middle line like we were doing it earlier. In the camel pose, open up now into a warrior, into a half moon variation. Use the power on the right hip. Whoa, if you fall out, that's cool. On the right hip to keep that leg up. From here, hurdle, hurdle, hurdle. Keep it lifted and as close as you can. Bring that right heel to meet the right glute and try to pick yourselves up. Bringing that right knee in towards your chest. This might feel kind of crazy, but you can do it. You're doing it. Bring the right sole of the foot to meet your ankle or your thigh. Come into your tree pose. Find your balance, find your jiddisti, your focus. Honor it. If you fall out, don't worry. That was a challenging transition. Yes, it was. You did it. Bring that right knee towards your chest. Keep your balance, keep your balance. Try to come out the same way you came in. Hurdle over back. Drop the left hand down. Drop the right hand down. Frame your front body to go right into where we started. Dropping the right foot down. Switch right over though, right into the opposite side. Right hand plant. If you need to move the sweat away from your nose so you can breathe properly, go right ahead. Work on that compression. Work on that compression. Keep that squeezing happening. Keep that compression happening. You can move that left hand off of the ground. Into your half moon pose, however you can get there. Lift that left leg up. Align with the right hip. Hurdle, hurdle, hurdle over the imaginary obstacle. It's not really there because fear is just false reality or appearing real. Hurdle over it, bring it in towards your middle body. If you don't have any room like I do, find some and enter your lovely tree pose. Bring the sole of your foot to connect with your inner thigh, your ankle, or your calf muscle. Just stay away from your knee, okay? Hands at your heart space. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. We're coming out the same way we entered. So that can start with your right hand leaning down towards Father Get, and your left glute and your left foot are connected. They're married to your best degree. You're entering a half moon momentarily just to close it off. Extend the left leg and your collarbone in opposite directions. Drop the left foot comfortably down. From here, wiggle your big toes to marry, to connect. Plant your left and right palm. I like to call these wrist taps. So from here, we're gonna work on using the outer exterior of our hip to pick up that foot and make that connection between our foot and our hand, okay? But all of this starts with our ability to pull in from our middle line, and from ability to pull up in our middle line that allows us to shift our weight and pick up from the outside of our foot, okay? Pull in from your middle. Extend long through your collarbone. Pull your hips back in one direction. Plant your palms. Lift the outer part of your foot to bring your whole foot off of the ground, and hold that connection between your foot through your wrist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Other foot. Pulling through your middle. Get long through your lower and upper body. Lift up through the foot and make that connection. And 1. Drop it back down. Maybe bend your knees, pedal them out. Last round. This time let's go to the outside of our wrist, okay? It's a little more challenging, but you can do it. Inhale, pulling through the middle line. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Pick that foot up. Exhale, outside for 5, 4. See if you keep that palm flat. 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Halfway lift up. Fold. Halfway lift up. Opposite side. Pick that foot up. Bring it to the outside for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa, that was nice. Enter a nice deep squat to your best ability. We're gonna do 1 round of our raw salutation A, 1 round of our raw salutation C. We might do 1 of C. We'll see how we feel after A. Come back to a halfway lift up. Exhale, we fold. Roll yourselves up to a mountain pose. We'll do 1 round of our raw salutation A. Roll your hands above your crown. Exhale. Hands at our heart space. Inhale, enter our raw salutation A. Hands above our crown. Exhale, we fold. Feel the power coming in through your inner thighs. Step, hop, walk yourselves back to the top of a plank. Take your push up. Drop your knees. Drop your elbows. Inhale, we rise up. 5 breaths in pyramid. However you can, come back to your thoracic posture. Enter a variation of Thunderbolt to end our sequence before entering our last Smile Pout and Urasana. Pull in your mudra, your root mudra. Rock into your breath. I like to separate my ankles to give me some room to drop in between my bum. I like to start with my left forearm down first, then pull my right forearm down opposite side, and allow my head just to carry me down into this position. Resting here. Pressing to the top of your shins, through your spine, and of course your breath. Having a block here is very beneficial, or a bolster.
Last breath in. Exhale, press to your forearms. Slide yourselves up. Tuck all 10 toes. Slide into pyramid pose. Now really try to iron out here by pedaling and walking out your feet and your palms. Maybe you raise your heels off the ground completely to place them back down. Maybe bring your foot off the ground completely to place it back down. Look forward, lift your heels, step, hop, walk your way to a seat. We're gonna end our flow in an easy seat. You can have your right shin in front or behind your left, however which way works for you. Into this deep fold. Allow your chin to get heavy. Allow your spine to get long. But really allow your chin to get heavy and pull your sitting bones back in placement. Roll yourselves up. Enter corpse pose or mummy pose in the Kemetic spirituality, or end your sequence laying down completely on your back. Bring your hands to your heart space. Close our practice with affirmations. I am at ease in my vessel. My vessel carries me to higher knowledge. Insight of wisdom. Moments of balance, of heat and cool. My ability to move is my ability to remain connected. My vessel is an incubation system for my life. Stay exactly where you are. If your legs are not dropping or spewing out to the top edge of your mat, go ahead and do so. Let your body get long. For your heart rate. Thank you for joining me today in today's practice. Thank you for joining the SHU family in today's practice. I hope you enjoy. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you, beloved. Ankh Ujasanep. Namaste. Ashe.